This is Eric. This is Carl. This is Nikki.
Hello.
This is Nikki.
I'm
This
Carl.
is Carl.
How you doing? Hi.
This is Eric. Can I take this, Nick?
But we have one other new person here today, and that is Nikki. Nikki, can you tell us a little bit about what your situation is?
I'm really good with technical material that involves some kind of table or graph or chart or schedule or pattern, routine, whatever, things like that. However, I'm not so good at socialization, is what I've been told, or comprehensional material.
Does that ring a bell for anybody? Hands? Anybody? Okay. Carl?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I too was always a very technical person. I mean, even as an infant, I was taking things apart. I was fixated, obsessed with anything electrical or mechanical. And as I got older, I got very much into math and physics and that sort of thing, and even managed to become an engineer. But the fact is that many things that most people take for granted are very difficult for me, and in particular, I too had horrendous social difficulties for much of my life.
What we have to recognize sometimes is that we are adults who have discovered this, for the most part, late in life, and this is a significantly different realization than children that are just being diagnosed with it at the age of 4 or 5, such as my son.
You know, we just found, I mean, it was around since World War II with, Asperger in, Germany,
Austria,
yeah. And we didn't find out about it from the American Neurological Society until 1994, and it seems like it's a misunderstood, little-known disorder, and it's probably going to take something with some either politician or some celebrity like, Michael Fox with Parkinson, who actually has this, to actually get, the attention and understanding that it, needs to be.
Michael, sorry.
I wanted to say something about, referring to the last meeting about someone speaking who said that humans speak that in words 15% and the rest remaining in body language and
55% gesture, 37% tone, 8% language. That's for neurotypicals. For us, it's 99% language.
It's like I don't have the skills of the normal human being. It's like a trade-off.
I wanted to talk about more interests of mine that identify with Asperger's. I want to say I have a very strong passion for theater and for classic movies, especially musicals, Broadway musicals.
All right, I'm going to tip my hat. I'm going to tell people what the subject of today is going to be, so that you know and that you can trust that we will be getting to this. What I want to talk about once we finish the initial introductions to the newcomers.
Pardon?
Oklahoma.
I love Oklahoma.
Okay, there is truth that people with Asperger's syndrome can get a little bit more attached to the television than, say, the neurotypical kid who gets a little bit too attached to the television. I think that it's just disproportionate, and that's where the difference lies, really.
I think television was useful for me because it gave me a way to cognitively analyze human interaction without the mess of actually having to go and do the human interaction. So you could watch, a serial or a drama and see the way people interacted with each other, and you could develop rules about how to extract meaning out of their facial expressions and their motivations, and what they were thinking about. And that was enormously helpful to me. I identify with all the non-human characters in the Star Trek series, all the Star Trek franchise. And especially Commander Data, who I think is as close to an Asperger character you can get. He's almost perfect.
In high school, I spent as much time watching TV from the back as I did from the front. So, TV was as much about cathode ray tubes and deflection yokes and horizontal oscillators as it was about anything on the Sorry, I couldn't resist that.
I wanted to say, what I particularly like about television or the kind of television or movies I like are ones that involve romance or glamour or beauty or things that are, or when I like these also sagas, things that develop, people who change, either they learn a huge lesson or they transform, or their path changes.
Great meeting, guys. Great meeting. Everybody knows that we're having a special section on June 20th. So just everybody be prepared for that. That's our sex day. And grazie, gang. Good evening. Good job. Does anyone want the information about the Oliver Sacks? Yes. Okay, about the Oliver Sacks.
You know, Nikki, I had a similar crisis to yours back in 1998 about death and religion. Just so you know. And I'm still... How long was it, by the way, until you felt okay again? What medication did you take?
Well, I got on... First I was on Paxil for a while.
Me too.
Now I'm on Zoloft and Rofinrol.
I tried Zoloft, but it gave me headaches.
Oh.
I want to hear this.
Paxil is...
What are you talking about?
How that gentleman needs to read every single book just like your dad, right?
Oh, you're talking about... I feel that way about movie stars. Like, I wanted to see every Jeanette MacDonald movie.
Wow.
And I have.
Yeah. And we'll
Except for two that are not available.
You live in New York?
I've seen every...
Yes. Yeah. Where is she? Is she at school?
Yes.
Where?
No, well, she's...
Oh, okay, yes. Anyway, so...
I was
I actually took Paxil before. You know what happened? I ended up being surprisingly happy. And I ended up loving my father, who I hated. I'm serious. Maybe it's coincidence.
Are you okay now, though?
No.
No? Are you depressed?
I feel like I've had many September 11th the past few years. Of my own.
Many of them?
Many September 11th, yes.
Poor wandering one, if such true love as thine can help thee find true peace of mind, why take it, it is thine. Take heart, no danger lowers, take any heart but ours. Take heart, fair days will shine. Take any heart, take mine. Da 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 da, da 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 da, ah 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 ah.